means interconnection of number of solar modules. That means a large area will be there for the generation of large amount of power. The solar modules should be connected in or interconnected to form a solar array. So, this is the last part, that is solar array. First solar cell, then panel, then module, then array. So, remember this. Okay. So, last one is your solar array. So, this is all about your in the next second chapter. We know that we will study the solar energy clearly or in details, but after the solar, in the first chapter we only have the overview of the different types of renewable energy. That means solar energy. Next we will see the wind energy, geothermal, tidal. These are the overview point we will see, but in details there are second chapter solar energy, third chapter wind energy. There we will see in details. Okay. So, next is wind energy. So, wind energy is known as the fastest growing renewable energy. Produce electricity using kinetic energy of the air. That means kinetic energy of air means, in the previous class I have already told you that kinetic energy means the energy due to the motion. The air move kale, air jetabole move karuchi. So, that means we are saying that this is the kinetic energy of air. तो ये काइनेटिक एनर्जी को यूज करके we can convert this kinetic energy of the air to the electrical energy by the help of a wind turbine. Okay. So, here will be the wind turbine. There is a, so there is the wind turbine. This is the flow of air or kinetic energy of the air. By using the rotor blade or by using the wind turbine, it will convert it to the electrical energy. Here see, transformed into electrical energy using wind turbine. So, after the kinetic energy, the blades will, due to the kinetic energy of the air, the blades will start to rotate. That means it will produce mechanical energy. So, here a question comes to convert the kinetic energy of the air to the mechanical energy. Which equipment is used? To convert the mechanical energy, wind turbine is used. From mechanical energy to electrical energy, we will use a generator. Okay. So, there are different parts of the wind turbine. Here see, here is the wind turbine. It is having 3 blades. It can be of 1 blade. Why it is 3 blade? Because in case of 1 blade, the strength will be less. Okay. So, it will not be balanced. गोटे जदि आम रखा ताले बालांस भी ठीक से हम ना, स्ट्रेंथ भी लो आसो. दुईटा भी सेमती आठू टिके बेटर, बट आज कंपेयर टू 3 ब्लेड्स इट इज लेस स्टेबल. दैट्स व्हाई 3 ब्लेड्स आर यूज्ड. बट हियर सी, हियर इज द टावर इन ए पोजिशन and here is another position. Why it is in inside the sea? Because the inside of the sea position is called as offshore. Remember, offshore. In case of offshore, there is the wind speed is maximum. That's why the generation of wind energy in these areas is maximum as compared to these areas. So, question asks at what area or what position we should install our wind turbine so that we can get maximum power. Then you can say the answer is offshore. Okay. So, this is all about your wind energy. Wind energy parts are, I am saying the parts. There will be a tower. In details we will study tower. There will be hub, rotor, then gearbox, then generator, brake. So, these are the parts of the tower to convert the mechanical energy to the electrical energy or the wind energy to the electrical energy. But one thing remember, the height of the tower is approximately about 280 feet. Then you will ask why this is so high. So, 280 feet means very high, because if you rise to the very अधिका height जाके तुम जाउछो ताले सेठी तमरो wind speed is better. So, wind speed better means rotor blade पे हम केते दौचे speed approximately थाए 10 to 22 rpm. But here another question will be arise that if the rpm is 10 to 22 and we know that in case of generator the rpm is all about 1500 to 2000 rpm. So, how it will be converted to 1000 to 2000 rpm? So, it will be converted to this much of rpm by the help of this gearbox. So, remember this again we will study it in the third chapter, wind energy. Due to the help of this gearbox, this 10 to 22 rpm speed will be converted to 1000 to 2000 speed, then it will given to the generator, and from the output of the generator we will get the electrical energy. Okay. So, this is all about your wind energy. Next one is your tidal energy. Okay. So, it will convert the electrical energy from the tide energy, or tides converts energy from the tides to electrical energy. Another thing is, remember that the tides are more predictable than air and wind and solar. We know that कहीं ना आमे जाने tide is more predictable. आमे केवे कही परिवानी कि हाँ माने air एबे आसीबो कि wind एबे आसीबो कि सोलार खरा जितेबाला आम मारुची आम कहीपर कि पर्टिकुलर यही टाइम हाँ ये खराटा यही टाइम हम काली की हम ना एवं हेनी, बट टाइड्स आर मोर प्रेडिक्टेबल देन विंड एंड सोलार, बट देर आर लेसर टेक्नोलोजी अभाव जो आम कौन करुचे ना, दीज आर नॉट यूज्ड वेरी मचली वी आर यूजिंग सोलार एंड विंड, युवाक आम एत यूज करूना है, किंतु रिमेम्बर दीज आर मोर प्रेडिक्टेबल देन विंड एंड एयर. ओके, जदि आम टेक्नोलोजी को डेवलप करि परिबा, देन दिस विल बी द बेस्ट रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी टू प्रोड्यूस द इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी. Here same thing written, not yet widely used but has the potential for future electricity generation. आमे जदि फ्यूचर रे जनरेशन टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज करिकी it can be used for the electricity generation. Okay, so next one is your hydroelectric energy. It is a form in the wind energy we have seen that it uses the kinetic energy of the air, but in case of hydroelectric energy it uses the potential energy of the air. You know the difference between the potential energy and kinetic energy. Potential energy means the energy due to the height, and kinetic energy is the energy due to the motion. So, here there is a, see the diagram of the hydroelectric power plant. It is a form of energy that uses potential energy of water. Here the potential energy of water will be used, then converted into electrical energy using turbine. Then to convert the potential energy of the water to the electrical energy, we will use the turbine. So, how? Let us see. The first one is reservoir. Reservoir means where we storage the water, where the storage of water takes place, that is known as reservoir. After the reservoir, this one is your dam. This one you can say this is the dam. To control the water flow, we have created the dam. Here is the reservoir. Okay. So, intake means river ru ame intake naba, reservoir store kariki rakhiba. Then after the reservoir there is a dam. Then dam to the turbine there is a penstock. Here it is written penstock. This is, or you can see it as a pipeline. Through this water comes to the turbine, and in between the dam and turbine there is a surge tank. Remember, surge tank. So, what is the work of this surge tank? We know that the level of the water may rise or fall. It may rise or may fall. So, the pressure may rise or fall according to the level of the water. Pressure will be created. It will be increased or decreased. So, to balance the pressure of the water, there is a surge tank. It will provide the water when there is deficiency of water, and it will intake the water when the level of the water is high. Okay, so surge tank is acting as a controller of the water flow to the turbine. So, after the surge tank, it will reach to the turbine, and the turbine will rotate due to the potential energy of the water. Water ro potential energy, water ro jete kinetic energy ki se convert he gala position ru kichi speed re asiki turbine re bade gala. That means that is the kinetic energy of the water. Then the turbine starts rotating. That means it will create the mechanical energy. So, it will feed to the generator, and after the generator it will create the electrical energy, and here you can see long distance power lines, and by the power lines or power cables we can take the electricity out to connect to the loads, to consume the loads. So, this is all about your hydroelectric power plant. This is total equipment: reservoir, dam, surge tank, generator, turbine. Okay. Then outflow river means what? After the process occurs, there are some wastage of water. It is again given to the river. देन इट विल इनटेक ही आसला पुणी कौटी की रिजर्वर को आसला तो जितेबाला लास्ट रे सरला से पुणी छड़ा गला रिवर को पुणी आसला कौन इनटेक देकी पुणी चलला प्रोसेस रे जनरेट करिया पई ओके सो नेक्स्ट वन इज योर geothermal energy geo means earth this one is earth thermal means heat thermal energy so earth crust ru thermal energy generate होची जदि आमे एमते देखिबा सपोज दिस इज द earth crust earth आप अंडरग्राउंड बा आकु कहा जाए earth crust बोली एठी विल गेट द geothermal energy how it is generated due to the radioactive element decay radioactive element एमानंकर decaying जोगु due to the decay of radioactive elements there is radioactive element example you can say uranium thorium these are the examples of radioactive elements एमानंकर decaying जोगु there will be production of heat inside the earth that heat will be generate the water present in the underground water that means we know that if a hot water it will evaporated that means it will goes upward ground ru upur को आसीबो काहे कि ना जते बेले hot water आसीगला तार density कमी जाए तो density कमिला माने it will have a tendency that it will move upward जो मानको density अधिक अछि they will go downward that means cooler water will go downward hotter water will go upward that means steam directly बाहरला earth crust ru पुणी वाटर चलला पुणी स्टीम तो साइकिल ही गोटे चलवा आमर जोटा कि cold water will go downward hot water will go upward so this is the energy or this is the thermal energy released from the earth crust or underground that energy we can call as geothermal energy okay all are used for the electricity generation after the hot water it can be converted to steam then steam is provided to the turbine will rotate it will provided to generator then generator will generate the electricity okay so all the type of renewable energy we are studying they are all capable of generating electricity remember the next one biomass energy you can see biomass energy is organic that means produced by living organism you can see agriculture crops and residues agriculture ru amro crops and residues baharuchi ताकू भी गोटा में बायोमास एनर्जी कहि परिबा देन स्यूएज एनिमल रेसिड्यूज देन म्युनिसिपल सॉलिड वेस्ट तो आमे जते बेले हमरो म्युनिसिपालिटी रे जहा वेस्टेज आसुची हम डेली डे टू डे लाइफ रे जहा वेस्टेज आमे डोमेस्टिक रे बा इंडस्ट्रियल जे जहा भी वेस्टेज आसुची ताकू भी गोटा में बायोमास कहि परिबा एनिमल रेसिड्यूज हला देन इंडस्ट्रियल रेसिड्यूज हला and forestry crops and residue all the residues simply you can say all the residues are coming under the biomass energy okay so from the biomass energy by it is called as a biomass source from the biomass energy we can generate electricity how see if biomass energy is burnt to produce electricity that means we have to burn it for produce electricity another thing is created that is biogas you may have heard that biogas is used for the cooking process how it is produced suppose here we will take a digester and you know the cow dung okay so cow dung plus water it will be taken into the digester suppose this is the input so one part will be water one part will be cow dung and 3 part will be water so this will be mixed to provide to the digester and in the cow dung there are presence of decomposers like earthworm is a decomposer or you can say bacteria so they starts decomposing the cow dung and make it to slurry and it become slurry so this slurry will go outward or it will create some gases after some days as it is a anaerobic digestion that means anaerobic digestion means there is absence of oxygen so it will take maximum number of time to digest so as there is absence of oxygen, it will take maximum number of time to produce the gases, and that gases may be called as a methane gas, or maximum it is methane gas, you can say 70% of methane gas. So 70% ରୁ ଅଧିକା ଆମେ methane gas पाउचे, so it is more usable. Okay, so that means we can say from the biomass we are producing methane gas, and this can be used for cooking process बा biogas plant आमे कहि परिबा. এই प्रोसेस बा ये जो डाइजेस्टर लगी कि आम करुचे से जो ये जिनस होची नंबर ऑफ डाइजेस्टर्स आर देयर, दैट प्लांट इज नोन एज ए बायोगैस प्लांट. द गैस और बायोगैस इज प्रोड्यूसिंग फ्रॉम द बायोमास एनर्जीज. बायोमास एनर्जीज आर देयर, एनिमल रेसिड्यूज, okay, plant residues, agricultural residues, these are the biomass. From this biomass we can produce the biogas, and the biogas can be used to produce the heat, produce the cooking. Okay. So next one is your advantages of, so these 6 are the types of renewable energy sources. Okay, so advantages of it is eco-friendly, that means already we have studied it does not create any pollution, that means eco-friendly means environmental friendly. Then reliable, then less maintenance, as there is no rotating part or there is any maintenance free, or you can say less maintenance. Maintenance will be less as compared to non-renewable energy. Then next one is job creation. It is already we have studied. Job creation means around 12 million job in 2020 is created by renewable energy system used to recycle. It can be recycled. You have studied the 3 R's: recycle, reuse and reduce. It is only possible in case of renewable energy, but in case of non-renewable energy it is not possible. The 3 R's you have studied: recycle, reuse, reduce. So this is used to recycle. The next one, save money and profitable. That means it is save the money. Why it is save money? Because it is available freely in nature. So that's why जेहेतु ये money save करुची, that's why it will be profitable. The next one is boost public health, as it is not emitting any hazardous gas, that means CO2. So that will not affect the human health, or it will not causes diseases like asthma, lung cancer, etc. So these are the advantages of renewable energy. Then next, the limitations of renewable energy. Limitations of renewable sources, you can say capacity is not large enough. So as compared to non-renewable energy, its generation capacity is very low. Okay, so this is also a disadvantage. Then low efficiency levels. Why the efficiency is low? Because the renewable energy technologies is new to the market. So as the technology are new to the market, that means we are not aware about the technology. If we are not aware about the technology, then we cannot use it properly. If the technology cannot be used properly, that means the efficiency or output will be low. That's why the low efficiency level is the one type of disadvantage of a renewable energy sources. So if we will be aware about the technology, or we will be able to understand the technology to produce the generation or to produce the or generating the electricity, then this efficiency can be grown up, or it can be rise. The next, require huge upfront capital outlay to install a, for in case of solar energy, to install a solar panel, and in case of wind energy, to install a wind turbine. So these are very costly. To install this type of power plants, solar panel or wind turbine, it is very costly. That means expensive. That's why require huge upfront capital outlay. Capital means initial outlay by initial cost आमे जति कि दौचे installation पाई, it is very expensive. The next one, takes a lot of space to install. That means जदि आमे 20 megawatt रो power चाहूचे, in case of solar panel, that means you are required 40 solar panel space. It will only generate 20 megawatt power. 40 acres. Then 1.5 acre in case of wind power plant, it will only generate 2 megawatt power, and in case of 259 hectare will be required for the biofuel, for the production of 1000 megawatt, biofuel of 1000 megawatt. So it indicates that it requires a large space or lot of space to install. You may say solar or wind or biofuel. Then expensive storage cost. In case of renewable energy source, we have to store it. So to store it, it will add extra cost to the total system. Total system re jetiki cost aschi, ame jeta ko storage kariba, that means it will increase the total cost of the system. Okay, so these are the limitations, or you can say disadvantage of renewable energy sources. The next one is, or last one is, present Indian and international energy scenario of conventional and renewable energy sources. So here see, this is India's installed power capacity by fuel June 2020. That means this is the recent data, we can say. Here see, coal means which type of energy? Non-renewable energy. It is more than half, 55%. Renewable energy is all about only 24%. Of total is 100%, only 24% is renewable energy. That means we should increase its consumption, or we should increase its, first we have to increase the production capacity, then only we can use the, or we can increase the consumption capacity. So we have to first हमको production करिया पड़िबो, ताको increase करिया पता टेक्नोलॉजी को हमको भलो से आवर हबा पड़िबो, केमति हमें नुवा नुवा टेक्नोलॉजी काढी परिया, ताको एफिशिएंसी अधिका करिया पई, आउटपुट अधिका करिया पई, आज कंपेयर टू नॉन रिन्यूएबल. दैट्स व्हाई सेतबेले जाई की बा आफ्टर दैट वी कैन रिड्यूस दिस यूज, coal use can be reduced. It should be reduced because I have already told you it has bad impacts on the environment due to the use of the coal. Coal means non-renewable energy. It has bad impacts on the environment. You can say human health ऊपर भी bad impact पकोची, aquatic life ऊपर भी bad impact पता है. आरा use को हमें कमेइबा दरकार. तो these are the datas. Petroleum 25% consumption, coal 45%, biomass and waste it is only 20%. So in overall you can say renewable energy is all about 24%. Another data you can see here that I am saying it is in India, not in world. So in India, see coal 202.67, it is in GW. GW means gigawatt. So another thing I have GW means gigawatt. That means gigawatt hour. So this is the unit of energy. You can say either kilowatt hour, that means 10 to the power 3, gigawatt hour means 10 to the power 9, megawatt hour means 10 to the power 6, tetrawatt hour means 10 to the power 12. So these are the units of the energy. Okay. So it is the value given in gigawatt hour. That means total is 382.73 gigawatt in India generation capacity as on April 30, 2021. That means very latest data. Thermal, see thermal means non-renewable, it is having 234.73, but here in renewable energy it is only 95.01. So if you calculate 95.01 with 382.73, it will also show you that it is only about 20-25% of the total installation or total production. Okay, so next one you can see another data, it is about in India, in world also you can see. It is from 1985 to 2020. Here see, it is given in TWH. TWH I have already told you, tetrawatt hour. That means it is the unit of the energy. It is 4000 tetrawatt hour in 1985. Now in 2020, it is up to 8000 TWH, but it is increasing coal value. But here see, in case of renewable energy, here it is other renewables, here it is 0, it is rise up to what value? If this is 2000 tetrawatt hour, that means it will be only 100 or 200 tetrawatt hour. माने as compared to जब हमें coal से तो compare करिया तो बहुत ही less. So we have to, ये हमारा concern हवा दरकार, we have to worried about it that we should use very muchly the renewable energy sources, otherwise it will be very much impact, it will give the bad impacts on the human life, aquatic, anything you will see there will be losses due to the use of the fossil fuels. So we have to increase its value, it is also in world and also in India. जमती कि मु तुमको पूर्व क्लास रे कहितली गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी शुड बी प्लान्ड केयरफुली, आम गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी को से भली कि इम्प्लीमेंट करबा दरकार, सो दैट कि वी शुड जनरेट मैक्सिमम टू मैक्सिमम रिन्यूएबल एनर्जीज. द नेक्स्ट वन conclusion is there. Ongoing concerns about climate change have made renewable energy sources an important component. जेहेतु आम क्लाइमेट चेंज रो कनसर्न आम देखिले, क्लाइमेट चेंज कहीं होची ड्यू टू द एनवायरमेंटल इफेक्ट्स, से कनसर्न को आखि आगे रखी से कनसर्न को जब आम कनसिडर करवा देन इट इज मेकिंग द रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी सोर्सेस एन इम्पोर्टाट वन. तो से रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी सोर्सटा गोटे इम्पोर्टाट जिनस हो कहीं क्लाइमेट चेंज इज अकरिंग डे टू डे इंक्रीजिंग. Why increasing? Due to the use of fossil fuel. That's why renewable energy is nowadays very much important for us. Then renewable energy technologies could reduce CO2 emission. You know, it will not reduce any CO2. That means as it is not burning for the production of energy, there will be no case of CO2 emission. That means environment pollution will not be there. Okay. So by replacing fossil fuel, the power generation industry and the transportation sector, in case of power generation and in case of transportation sector, it will totally replace the fossil fuel. So we have to consider it, we have to use the new technologies to maximum use of the renewable energy. Okay. Thank you.